Welcome back to a Faster PC live support. I know you've been waiting all week for this show. Well, you don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. This time, this is exciting. We're actually going to be helping people resolve their computer problems. We may help you resolve your computer problems. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Or you can head over to our Facebook or YouTube video. Either go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Go to YouTube. YouTube channel is kind of new, and we don't have as many likes over there, but get over there and you can watch the show there as well. Or you can head to our website at fasterpc.com. We have links to both our Facebook page and our YouTube channel where you can watch this show in its entirety. And you know what? If you're driving down the road, you're doing other things, you're not able to watch right now, you'll be able to watch the show in its entirety at your convenience after the show is over. So, but if you have a computer question, if you have a computer problem, if something's not working, now is your chance to get your problem solved for free. Give us a call, 772-340-1590, and let's see whether we can help you on this show resolve your computer problem. Also, we do have technicians that are standing by in the shop ready to resolve computer problems. And we'll be there today until 2, but you don't have to wait until then. Remember, computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back. We're ready to answer your questions, ready to help you resolve your computer and technical problems as well. So give us a call here, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. We're here ready to answer your computer and technical questions. And it gets even better than that, because on the air what we have is, again, technical, we're answering and resolving your technical problems and your computer problems as well. So give us a call, 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. And one of the things that we wanted to go over today, we went over last week, and if you missed last week's show, you may want to go and watch that, because last week we talked about how you can stream Major League Baseball games for free. Also, how you can reduce your internet bill, whether you're a business, whether you have a home, and you want to reduce those costs. We can actually help you with that. So definitely give us a call here and actually check out those past that last week's show. You can watch it on Facebook or YouTube, and you can actually head over to our website at fasterpc.com, and we have links to both of those on the website. So one thing that we wanted to go over as well is just to this week to actually talk about how you can watch the Home Run Derby and how you can watch the All-Star Game. So these are both coming up real soon. You'll be able to check those out, and those are coming up. I think Tuesday's the All-Star Game. Let me go look at this. So the date here. So and of course the Home Run Derby is the day before. So what we have, let me see the date of the All-Star Game. So the All-Star Game airs live 8 p.m. On Fox, and let me see. July 11th is the All-Star Game. So that is Tuesday, and the Home Run Derby is the day before. So the Home Run Derby is actually from ESPN. ESPN is the one that's carrying that. So you will not be able to watch that without a subscription. You can, and some people do. I know I've known people that have signed up for a trial of a streaming service, and they all give you like a week trial or 2 weeks trial or something like that. You might want to wait because there aren't a whole bunch of streaming services out there, and if that's your plan of doing things, you might want to wait until maybe the World Series, or the Super Bowl or something like that. But I have seen some people that have actually done something like that where they've actually signed up for a trial. But you can get and you can subscribe to ESPN is now a part of Disney, and Disney has their own streaming service, and you can actually get ESPN and Hulu and Disney with ads for $12.99 a month. And so this actually gives you the ability to watch Disney, to watch Hulu, and when this Hulu subscription is not live TV. So there is a version of Hulu that has live TV. This version does not have live TV, but this version is the archived television and movies. So you get the Hulu's complete streaming library with tons of TV episodes and movies. You can also stream on multiple devices at once. They don't really say how many devices here, but you get ESPN Plus, which has live sports and from the best leagues and big tournaments in the world, and so you can also download and watch your favorite on-the-go select content only on ESPN. They do also have a more advanced package that's $19.99 a month, where you get actually in addition to the ESPN, you get ad-free Disney Plus and Hulu. Now you still have ads on ESPN Plus, so you're not going to get rid of the ads there. Now, as far as the All-Star Game, which is Tuesday night, you can watch the All-Star Game on Fox, and Fox is readily available through a digital antenna. So you can get out there. You could go out today and buy a digital antenna. You probably could even go to Amazon. You might be able to get it by Tuesday. And really, with a digital antenna, and especially with Fox, I mean, you could have a digital antenna in your house and just point it toward the southeast a little bit, maybe southeast, and you would actually get Fox would come in very clearly for most of our listening audience. And you can get fairly high-end antennas that are capable of rotating, and you can put them in your attic or put them outside on a pole. You'll get a better reception if you put them outside on a pole, especially if you raise them up above the trees, or at least quite a ways up. But you can get Fox comes in very easily, and of course not only would that help with the All-Star Game, but several NFL football games are on there on Fox. Of course, they carry Major League Baseball games, sometimes the Super Bowl or the World Series, and definitely various playoff games leading up to the Super Bowl and the World Series are there as well. And of course, other sports and even college level athletics are on Fox as well. Very easy to get. One of the things that's really neat with the digital antennas is that you get more than one channel also. So of course the Fox is the main Fox network is going to have the main channel, and that's going to be what you're used to seeing when you get Fox. But there's also a channel where you can get, in addition to Fox, you also can get there's a Spanish program. They'll have a kids program. They'll have a program where they air older shows, like the oldies but goodies. And so those are those are like add-ons that you get with the digital antenna. And with a good digital antenna, we know we have some customers that do. I've never done this, but we have some customers that have really high-end antennas that they mount high up on a pole, and they're directional. So there's actually a motor on the bottom of the antenna that can move it around, and there's a button that you can press so you can actually change the direction. And we've had some customers that have picked up all of the West Palm channels, including CBS, NBC, ABC. And we've had customers that have picked up Orlando channels out of just by rotating their antenna the other way. And it was kind of really looked like an old time antenna with all the metal things and everything. And the guy was not very young. He was an older guy, but he was someone that, hey, this is what he wanted to do. He wanted to save money. He wanted to be able to watch with his antenna, and he was able to do that. So hopefully that will help you be able to watch if you want to watch the Home Run Derby, and also real easy to watch the Major League All-Star Game Tuesday night.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio here, heard every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour right here on this station and stream live to our Facebook page. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back, ready to answer your computer questions. So you know what? If you have questions, well, we can't answer them unless you ask them. Our number, if you want to have your computer questions answered, is 772-340-5090. 772-340-5090. Also, you can type your questions into the comment section of our live Facebook video that's happening right now over at Facebook. You can go there, search for Faster PC. We have almost 23,000 likes. Or you just go to our website, afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC radio. We're here. We're ready to answer your computer questions, and we'll be right back to do that. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of a Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, a Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to a Faster PC, or a Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
From the founding of our company, a Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to a Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean a Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Manysoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
Yes, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technical questions. So get your computer and technical questions answered. 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. That's our phone number to have your computer questions answered. Also, we do want to just again remind you, if you missed last week's show, because again we were talking about how to stream audio and video to the internet, how you can actually watch some of these shows, television without a cable TV subscription. And of course, part of lowering your cost for watching is actually lowering your cost of internet. So we actually did talk about that last week. You can actually head over to our website at fasterpc.com. We have the links. That link will link to a Faster PC live technical support on YouTube and Facebook, where you can actually watch that and watch the show and see the show. And so that's something that you'll be able to see. Now, one of the things that we did want to go over, and we have been going over this, but it's important because we haven't gone all the way through this, and that's the new FTC guidelines. And the new FTC guidelines, what this is, the FTC is the Federal Trade Commission, and they have guidelines relating to financial agencies, and these were originally passed in, I believe, 1999 with the Graham-Leach-Bliley Act, but they were recently updated. The new standards were supposed to go into effect in December of this past year, but actually didn't go into effect until June of this year. But this affects, and some of the things that they've done with these new guidelines is that they have greatly enhanced the definition of financial institution. And so as a consequence, there are much more, much greater entity types that fall under these guidelines, and those include really, think about it. Really, it's really anyone that deals with personally identifiable information. So think about not just your name, but your date of birth, your driver's license number, your social security number. I mean, there's a lot of people that ask for social security numbers. You go to the doctor, a lot of times they're going to ask for the social security number. They don't really need your social security number. You're not applying for a loan. Maybe you are, but if you're not applying for a loan, they don't need your social security number. But they ask for it. A lot of places ask for it. So really, anyone that asks for that type of information, that personally identifiable information, that information that would be otherwise unknown to the public, that is the type of information, and those organizations that ask for this are subject to this. So we're looking at mortgage lenders, payday lenders, finance companies. Even if your company is involved in, maybe you're not primarily a finance company, but you actually do take part in financing. Maybe it's just having someone fill out a paperwork and you fax that over, or you scan it and send it over. Well, what do you do with that data? You have data that is, really as much as is needed for identity theft. So there are steps that you're required to take to actually protect that data. Mortgage brokers, account servicers, check cashers, wire transfers, some travel agencies, and particularly those that are associated with a financial institution, real estate appraisers, realtors, credit counselors, automotive dealerships, tax preparation firms, non-federally insured credit unions, and some investment advisors. And those investment advisors are really the ones that are not already required to report. So you have certain investment advisors that have already are under regulation. They already have to report to other agencies. Well, if you're just a small investment advisor, maybe you're not subject to some of the regulation that some of the other investment advisors are, then this would apply to you as well. Now, there are 9 different steps that need to be taken that are a part of these safeguards. So we'll go over those here today. And the first is designate a qualified individual. So this is someone that actually is qualified to oversee a cybersecurity program and help you implement this cybersecurity program. So, really your choices as a business, if you're under this FTC guidelines, your choices are to either appoint someone that's not qualified, which wouldn't really meet this category here. You could appoint someone that's not qualified. You could hire a CFO, which is a CSO, a Chief Security Officer, or you could actually hire a virtual Chief Security Officer. And a Faster PC does provide those services. So in other words, rather than hiring someone full-time, you could choose to hire someone part-time. And a Faster PC does provide that service where we can come in and oversee this, develop a program and oversee that for you. But on a part-time basis, doing this for you and for other people, so we wouldn't have to charge you, that CSO salary of, I think they're like $241,000 or something a year. I mean, that's not something that most companies can afford. So this person would be in charge of overseeing and implementing information security programs. This person can be an employee or an affiliate or a service provider of the client, and the client retains the responsibility if delegated to an outside organization. The second step is to perform and document risk assessment. So the risk assessment needs to be actually documented. So you can't just say, yeah, we did that. No, you actually have to document this, and it needs to be a written assessment. So, part of this is asking questions and, seeing certain types of, what steps are you taking? Do you have policies about what happens if an employee leaves their desk? Are they supposed to take their paperwork that may have someone's social security number? Are they going to leave it there, or are they going to put it in a safe place and lock it up? Is their computer going to be locked, or is it going to, could someone else just walk up and see what they were doing? So there's certain questions that need to be asked, and in addition, there's actually penetration tests that needs to be run, and that needs to be documented as well. So this needs to include criteria for evaluating risk and assessing this assessment of system and systems and the customer information, and as well requiring a continuing cadence for additional assessments. So in other words, you're not just going to assess once. This is something that has to be an ongoing assessment. Number 3 is applying controls. So this is implementing and periodically reviewing access controls. So you look at what data is there, you develop some controls on that, and you actually review those controls to make sure that they're still meeting the needs of protecting that data. Also deploying encryption for customer data. So what encryption is it makes it so that the data is not accessible without the encryption key. And so this is when the data, and this should be when the data is in transit. In other words, when you're sending data, maybe an email or a document, that document needs to be encrypted. Also, when it's at rest, when it's just on your hard drive, it needs to be encrypted there as well. And there needs to be at least annual penetration testing to make sure that to see where the vulnerabilities are, to try to see, well, can we send files through the firewall? Can we crack passwords? So we actually provide with a Faster PC, we do provide penetration tests, and we can provide this for existing customers or new customers as well, where we can actually see where the vulnerabilities are. And we're using, by the way, it's not just something that we're coming up with and saying, well, we're doing a good job. No, we're using a third party, and we use this third party not only to test our customers' networks, we use this third party to also test our networks as well. So this is something that we're going over and doing and making sure that our network is secure. Also, validating controls. This is number 4, validating controls. Regularly test and monitor controls effectiveness. Information systems require continuous monitoring and annual penetration testing. So again, not just monitoring every now and then, but really continuous monitoring, and vulnerability assessments every 6 months. So and this, by the way, I know if you're listening out there and you say, hey, I'm not a business, this doesn't apply to me. This does apply to you, because think of all the different organizations that have your data. Wouldn't it be nice to know that they're actually taking care and that they're taking precautions to protect your data so that hackers can't get in and break in to their system and get access to your data? Because what happens when they have access to your data? Well, that's a pretty big problem when they have access to your data, because then your user, it could be your username, your password, it could be your social security number, it could be your driver's license number, your date of birth, could be all of that is at risk of, and even could go on to what's called the dark web. The dark web is a place where hackers go to get information, and your information can be bought and sold on the dark web and is actually worth money to those who are out there, and so to those that want to utilize this information, they're willing to pay to misuse your information, and the people that stole the information will make money from that information being accessible as well. So this is important not only for businesses that are subject to the FTC requirements, it's also important for individuals whose data may be at risk. And really, your data is at risk, especially if the places that you do business with do not take this the security of your data seriously. And it's something that really you should probably ask. People want to know, what rate am I going to get, or what kind of service am I going to get? But another thing that's important is, what are you going to do to protect my data and to prevent hackers from breaking in to my data, breaking into your system and putting my data at risk.
You're listening to a Faster PC radio heard on this station every Saturday in the 10 o'clock hour. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the final segment of today's show. Listen, if you want to get your computer questions answered and you haven't called in, now's your opportunity. In fact, this is your last opportunity coming up. 772-340-1590. 772-340-1590. You can also head over to our Facebook page, and you can actually, from the Facebook page, you can type your computer questions into the comment section of the live video, and we'll cover them on today's show. But you know what? You've got to get over there right now, or give us a call, 772-340-1590, so we can answer your computer questions. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC. This is Brian Longworth, host of A Faster PC Radio, where we answer your computer questions for free every Saturday from 10 to 11 a.m. But it gets even better than that.
Now, wait a minute. How could it possibly get any better than that?
Yes, Cliff. A Faster PC has technicians standing by every Saturday ready to work on your computer.
Wait a minute. Technicians standing by on a Saturday?
Well, Cliff, A Faster PC has technicians standing by Monday through Friday for standard and emergency service, both in-shop and on-site. That means you can bring your computer to A Faster PC, or A Faster PC can come to you. And if you need computer service in a hurry, we offer emergency service both in-shop and on-site. We can handle anything from software installs, viruses, spyware, to multi-site VPN networking. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
A Faster PC, conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. For more information, call 878-5978. 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
From the founding of our company, A Faster PC has provided our customers with quality service and computer products at competitive prices. We find that in the current economy, this is more important than ever. A Faster PC recently conducted a market survey and found that our prices are the least expensive in the area. Some of our competitors charge twice what we charge. Perhaps that's why more customers are turning to A Faster PC. We're helping our customers save money by repairing their computers rather than replacing them.
Now, wait a minute. You mean A Faster PC saves customers money?
A Faster PC offers the most competitive prices for computer repair in our area.
Wait a minute. Technicians that know what they're doing for less than the competition?
That's right. A Faster PC can handle anything from software installs, virus, spyware, and malware, and those annoying pop-ups, to QuickBooks, Metisoft, and SoftIn support, from wireless networks to hardware networks. Computer problems?
You need a Faster PC.
Conveniently located at 7186 South US 1, Port St. Lucie, and on the web at afasterpc.com. Call 878-5978. Computer problems? You need a Faster PC.
Welcome back to a Faster PC Radio. I know you've been waiting, a whole few minutes for the next segment of today's show. If you've been waiting to give us a call so that you can get your computer question answered, well, now's a great time to give us a call. Give us a call. The number here at the studio is 772-340-1590, 772-340-1590. Of course, if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to call and be on the radio, this is your opportunity, by the way, if you do want to be on the radio. But if you're a little bit shy, maybe you don't want to be on the radio, you don't want people to hear what you say, then you can actually head over to our Facebook video. It's a live Facebook video going on right now. You can head over there. Just go to www.afasterpc.com. Click on the link to listen to a Faster PC Radio. That'll take you to our Facebook page. Or you can go to Facebook, search for a Faster PC. You'll find our page. We have between 22 and 23,000 likes. You'll be able to actually get over there, scroll down on the page a little bit. You'll see the live video, and you can type your question into the comment section. Now, your question doesn't have to be on what we've been talking about. It can be on any topic as long as it's computer related. So head over there and you can be on the show, or just give us a call, 772-340-1590. We did also want to remind you that we have technicians standing by ready to resolve computer problems. Our number in the shop is 772-878-5978, and we are located at 7190 South US 1 in Port St. Lucie. Again, the number is 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
You need a faster PC.
That's right, you do, and we are back ready to answer your computer and technology questions. And of course, we're going over the FTC guidelines. Of course, your question can be on any topic. If you have a question, that's fine. You can call it in, and we'll just switch this topic and talk about what you have in your questions. But getting back to the FTC guidelines, and again, this is new guidelines that help protect everyone listening. It helps protect your private information. Those institutions that you need to give sensitive information to, such as your driver's license, your date of birth, your Social Security number. These organizations have a duty to safeguard. And by the way, every organization, whether you're under whether that organization is under the FTC guidelines or not, whether that organization is subject to HIPAA or not, whether that organization is subject to the credit card, making sure that your credit card information is safe. That's called PCI compliance. Even if you're not subject to any of that, and most companies, most businesses do process credit cards. But even if you're not subject to any of that, you still are subject to making sure that everything that you are protecting your customers' data. And we have Anne Marie on the line. Welcome to a Faster PC live technical support, Anne Marie. How can we help you today?
Thanks, Brian. I have a real good question. A lot of times when you call up any company or organization, they will let you know that what your information that you're speaking is being recorded.
Yes.
I've always been questioning, where in the world is this recording information going to a main computer, and why do they all of a sudden need to do that?
Yeah, so, first of all, if they are recording, they need to let you know that they're recording. And a lot of times it is pretty customary. A lot of companies want to know. They want to be able to review what is said and not said on the phone. If there is a dispute, if a customer says, hey, I said this, or an employee says, no, the customer didn't say that, or maybe the employee or the customer is saying this employee was rude, and the customer is saying, no, I wasn't rude, the customer was rude, then the company will want to listen to that conversation and see what actually happened. But another thing that they like to do is just listen, just to see whether the actual employee is actually doing what they should do, whether it's giving the right information, whether they do have a right attitude, or whether they're sounding like the customer's bothering them, or just they want to get off the phone real quick, so they're not giving the customer all the information that the customer really needs and wants. So that's really the a lot of what is behind it, and it's really, if it's done right, it should be done so that for employee training to say, hey, listen, you did a great job here, but you didn't mention this other thing, or maybe just I know you're having a tough day, but let's just be a little bit more cheery when you're on the phone. It's not the customer's fault that the previous customer was rude to you, and that does happen. Sometimes people are rude, and then the employee can get in a cranky attitude and may take that out on the next customer. So there is a valid and legitimate reason for companies to monitor that. But then the question is, where is it being stored, and how is it accessed? So that's going to depend a lot on the type of phone system that the people have. So in the old days, people had, well, when I say old days, I mean I'm talking about really a lot of companies still have them. They have what's called a PBX system, where you actually have a physical phone system in the office, and a lot of times if you're doing recording, it's actually connected to a computer or maybe a hard drive that may be recording audio. And a lot of these systems, they're not recording every call. But the big companies, they're going to have theirs configured to record every single call, and you're going to hear an announcement that tells you that it's recording every single call. Now, the newer way of doing phone systems is voice over IP. So that's voice over Internet Protocol. There's another acronym that's UCaaS, and I think that's Unified Communication. I can't remember what it all stands for, but basically you have the same concept of a PBX system, except you don't have to buy the PBX system. So in the old days, and we bought a PBX system that we paid about $10,000 for. And that was for, really probably 5 phones and this PBX system, and it had access where we could call and talk on the PBX system, from other offices. We could have a phone that with a VPN connection, and we could actually have a phone in a different office, and we'd be able to talk on that phone. But that's a lot of money, $10,000, and you can imagine if we had 100 users, it might cost $30,000 or $40,000 for one of those systems. And I'm kind of guessing because I don't really know how much it would cost for 100 users. But with voice over IP, there's a company that's providing all of that, and they're providing it in the cloud. And so one of the ways that this happens, it obviously reduces the cost for the individuals. There is some upfront cost, but it's nowhere near what it would be with buying this system. And those cloud-based PBX systems are capable of recording the conversations, and they can be configured to record the conversations. And then that information, that call is kept in that cloud provider. Then the question is, how do you get to that audio, and how do you access that? So if with certain requirements, like we're talking about with the FTC safeguards, or if the company was a HIPAA was under HIPAA regulations. So that would be like a medical provider or dental provider, or they're under HIPAA. And so with that, the information that audio has to be encrypted. So so those, even like a voicemail would have to be encrypted. So there are ways where the voice over IP provider can actually send the an email to the email box of the person who receives a voicemail, or maybe there's a recording, and that email is actually encrypted, and the audio in that email is encrypted to protect. Now, is that the way it's always done? I can guarantee it's not the way it's always done, because sometimes the service providers or the companies don't give a rip about your safeguarding your data. And think about it, you call up your bank, what is one of the things that they're going to ask you to verify who you are? They may ask you for your Social Security number. Well, that is would be a part of that audio recording.
Yes, yes. This is exactly my concern, Brian. In our generation, we're very, very cautious about our date of birth, especially because of identity theft.
Yes.
I spoke with a medical-related provider that had a virtual agent, and I'm thinking, I'm not talking to a human voice. I'm talking to some computer-generated voice, and it's very uneasy.
Yes.
For thinking that, you can trust that kind of system. And I'm very, very suspicious.
And what safeguards are they putting in place?
I understand that.
Are they putting in place any safeguards to protect that data? I mean, they're required to by law, but are they? Because not every company is as views security as important as they should until they have a breach. Once they have a breach, then that's what, they're like, hey, we'll pay anything to get our data back and get online. But it's better to even more than that, take the steps ahead of time to make it so, to reduce the possibility of a breach, as much as you can possibly reduce it, in a way that's affordable as well. Just like with the voice over IP, and the technology is there to protect the customer's data, and that can be done. And the technology is out there to protect the customer's data on a computer as well. Maybe it is a computer that has artificial intelligence. That has to be protected because that is capturing data, and it's gaining that information. And when you share, your date of birth, when you share your Social Security number, you need to know that the companies you're dealing with are taking your information and the protection of your information seriously. It is really important, and you raise a good question there. How do we know whether this company is really, what are they doing to protect your data? And let me tell you this. I've called 3 different banks. I have a situation where I wrote a check from one account to another account, and the account that I wrote that into said that money was deposited into a third bank. I called 3 banks and over this, and it's still not resolved. But one of those banks that I was speaking to someone in a foreign country at one of those banks. Now that person has access to my Social Security number. They have access to my date of birth. They have access to everything that would be needed for identity theft.
Yeah.
And that company's not even hiring U.S. people.
I think you've got a very, very good point, Brian, related to computers, that when they go outside and they have foreigners that have access to this, it's too easy to compromise.
Yes, because
I think you have a very good point. But we have to be very, very cautious when it comes to anything related to computer technology nowadays. Would you agree?
yes, definitely. And so have some discussions with your providers, with the companies that you deal with that have your important information. Make sure that they are taking these safeguards and the safeguards of your data seriously, and they're doing what they can to protect your data.
WPTV's First Alert Weather on WPSL is brought to you by
OmahaSteaks.com. And
little technical error there. Please stand by.
This free book.
We're coming to the end of today's show, but if you've missed any part of this show or just want to listen to it again or watch it again, because you can do that at our Facebook page and YouTube channel. You can not only hear the show, but also see the show. And when we've described and shown you how to resolve computer problems, you can actually see that and watch it over and over again at our Facebook page or our YouTube channel. You can get there by going to our website of fasterpc.com and clicking on the links. We're open today until 2 p.m. Monday through Friday, we're open from 9 to 5, and next Saturday, we'll be open from 9 to 2. We want to invite you to listen to our church radio show tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. here on WPSL. The title of tomorrow's sermon is How the Declaration of Independence Laid the Foundation for the Abolition of Slavery. You can listen to other sermons on our church website, covenanttabernacle.com, or our church Facebook page, Covenant Tabernacle World Outreach Center. You can find a Faster PC's Facebook page and YouTube channel by searching for a Faster PC on Facebook and YouTube, or by going to our website and clicking on the links. While there, you can actually watch the show, not only hear the show, but also watch the show and see the steps that we go through to actually resolve computer problems. A Faster PC is conveniently located at 7190 South US 1 on the east side of US 1, just north of Rio Mar. We're also on the web at www.afasterpc.com. Again, that's afasterpc.com. And you can reach us at 772-878-5978. Again, 772-878-5978. Computer problems?
Don't you know by now you need a faster PC?
We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Isn't it about time that we protect every human being in America, including the preborn? Go to personhoodflorida.com today to sign the Human Life Protection Amendment to establish liberty and justice for all. Again, that's personhoodflorida.com.
This is WPSL Port St. Lucie.
limit your outdoor activities.